So today we are going to discuss about human brain from the chapter Control and Coordination class 10 Biology. As already we have started the chapter, so this is a continuation of the next topic, that is human brain. Please join as early as possible, students. It's already 7:30 p.m. Shall we start now? Yes? Okay, fine. Hi students. Yes. First, yesterday we have discussed regarding the human brain. Actually, it is two parts: right hemisphere, left hemisphere. Okay, it is combined. So if you remove one part, if you see like this, so that is the diagram of human brain which is there for your 10th class 10. So once again, human brain, okay, it is complete structure. If you remove one part, if you see inside, so that is the diagram. Are you getting? Yes, clear? So first let us study about the parts of the human brain, and afterwards we will discuss their functions and so many things. So human brain. Human brain is divided into three parts. Actually, human brain is of two parts, right hemisphere, left hemisphere. But human brain is divided into three parts: forebrain, midbrain, and hindbrain. Remember, students. Okay, how many parts human brain is divided into? Three parts: forebrain, midbrain, hindbrain. What is brain? Brain is a main conducting center of the body. It is a very what? Sensitive and very, it is a controlling everything, students. Yes, fine. Forebrain, midbrain, hindbrain. Remember. So which is forebrain, which is midbrain, which is hindbrain? How we can know that one? Okay. So inner part here, so many foldings and ridges which are there, students. So this part, whatever I am showing here, this is known as cerebrum. So that cerebrum comes under forebrain. Okay, so this is the main part and the biggest part in the human brain. Forebrain, that is cerebrum, students. Cerebrum. Okay. So next one is the middle, only a less space is there now, that is known as midbrain. And the lower part is known as hindbrain. Pons viruli, medulla oblongata, and this leaf-like structure you are observing here. So this is known as cerebellum. Once again, forebrain, midbrain, and hindbrain. Clear? Fine. So remaining some things are there here. Hypothalamus is there. Pituitary gland is there. We are going to study about hypothalamus and pituitary glands in endocrine system. We are studying only about nervous system. Okay. So this pituitary gland is known as master gland, smallest gland in our body, but it is called as master gland because it controls all the glands. Okay. So another thing you are observing, students, the brain is protected by the hard bony structure called cranium. It is also called as skull. Okay. So students, let us study about forebrain. So forebrain means what I have told you, cerebrum. Fine. It is the most complex or specialized part, students. Very, very complex. And complex means what? Complicated. And it is also specialized part, students. Very, very special. It consists of cerebrum. Forebrain consists of cerebrum. Forebrain, cerebrum. Remember, simple. Okay. So what are the functions of forebrain or cerebrum? Functions. So how it works? So let us see now thinking. So we think, always we think 50 to 60,000 thoughts per day continuously coming to our brain. So thinking, thoughts coming and as well as thinking. So this is the one function, students. Okay. So I will tell you to imagine Gol Gumbaz, Taj Mahal, okay, Himalaya, So you will, if you close your eyes or if you open your eyes, just if you imagine, that image will come in front of you. Albert Einstein, okay, Bharadwaj, Maharshi Bharadwaj. So many, if we remember whatever the things will come to our brain, thinking part, that is the first function of forebrain. Controls voluntary actions, students. This forebrain will control voluntary actions, as we have studied voluntary actions which are controlled by us. We can control, students. The actions which are under our control are called voluntary actions. Sitting, standing, walking, jumping, running, okay? So bathing, whatever the things which are under our control. So that is called as voluntary action. Who will control those voluntary actions? Cerebrum, forebrain. Is it clear? First one, thinking, function of cerebrum or forebrain. First one, thinking. Second one, controls voluntary actions. Third one, memory, stores information, students. If I ask you, what is photosynthesis? You will tell suddenly the what definition of photosynthesis. If I ask you few scientists' names, definitely you are going to tell. How? Because the information is stored in your brain, especially where in cerebrum or forebrain. So this is the third function of what? Forebrain. Receives sensory impulses from various parts of the body and integrates it. Information which is coming from our different parts of the body to this part only, cerebrum. Smell, how you will detect? From forebrain. Not only smell, from all five sense organs, whatever the information which is coming to your brain, your body, that goes to the brain, especially in which part? Forebrain. So these are the some of the four functions of forebrain. That is cerebrum. Thinking, controls voluntary actions, memory, receives sensory impulses from various parts of the body and integrates it, controls it. This is about forebrain, students. Okay, fine. So only a little portion is here, that is midbrain. See, today this diagram is there for your class 10 examination. You have to practice this diagram. So many diagrams are there. So daily if you practice one diagram for examination, definitely you will get full marks in diagram section, students. Daily one diagram you have to compulsory practice. Physics, chemistry, biology. Daily any one diagram. From science textbook, one diagram daily compulsory you have to practice. Hardly it takes 5 to 10 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes daily, if we give time to that, definitely that time whatever we have given, it will gives us result, students. Today in hurry I don't have time for that purpose. I have written very fastly and drawn the very small diagram. So tomorrow we are going to see that diagram, okay, neatly, cleanly, and big diagram I am going to draw on the board. No problem, no issues. Is it clear? So now midbrain, a very small part of the brain. What is the function? Controls involuntary actions. As already we have studied in the last class, forebrain controls voluntary actions, midbrain and hindbrain controls involuntary actions. So midbrain controls involuntary actions. For example, they have given change in pupil size. Eyes. Inside our eyes, pupil is there. When light is more, the pupil size will decrease. Okay, the black round color you can observe. In some people, most of the people black color, in some people it is different in color. So when light is less, at the time our pupil size will increase. For example, I will tell you, already movie has been started in the theater. So you went late. So when you enter, that door will be closed and everywhere you cannot see very clearly. You have to wait for few seconds or minutes. After that you will observe little bit where the chairs are. Nowadays torch is there, mobile is there, that is another thing. Okay. Are you getting that experience? I'm telling you people, when you enter the theater, suddenly if you will not see anything, only screen you can see. The movie already has been started, you can see that screen but not chairs and everything. After few seconds or minutes you can observe, because the pupil size have to increase, it will take time, students. Are you getting? Who will control that pupil size? Midbrain. Involuntary actions which is not under our control. And the third one is the reflex movements of head, neck and trunk. Trunk means what? The body remaining abdominal region. Below the chest part is known as trunk. Head, neck, trunk. Suddenly it have to do something without knowing. So that reflex movement, fast movement, who is doing that one? Midbrain. Okay, not reflex action. Reflex action is controlled by spinal cord. Reflex movements. So head, neck and trunk. These are the two functions of what? Midbrain. Okay, I want to check few comments, students. Murli, hi Murli. Thank you so much for watching my live session. So daily if you join, it will be better for you people. Only 30 minutes. If you give, definitely you will score more. Only 30 minutes, it is not a big deal. Okay, fine. Let's continue, students. Are you getting? So forebrain functions we have seen. Midbrain functions just now we have completed. And the hindbrain functions. Hindbrain, it has three parts: cerebellum, medulla, pons. So you are observing, this is cerebellum. Cerebellum, medulla and pons. This comes under hindbrain. So this is cerebellum, pons, medulla. So students, you have to remember, this one comes under forebrain. And this will comes under midbrain. So already it is midbrain. So remaining things, this comes under hindbrain or hindbrain. In some teachers pronounce hindbrain or hindbrain. Is it clear? So three parts will come in hindbrain. So what are the functions? Cerebellum, control posture and balance. The baby, small baby, which can't walk properly, so there is no balance in its bodies because cerebellum is still in working in just what starting condition. Cycling, how you will balance that one? Because of cerebellum. You have seen some drunken people, continuously they move here and there. The cerebellum will not work properly in heavily drunk people. Are you getting, students? Clear? This leaf-like structure which is there na cerebellum, this is controlling and balancing our body. Okay, fine. Medulla oblongata. Full name is medulla oblongata, but in your class 10 they have given only medulla, no problem. Blood pressure, salivation, vomiting. So as already we have seen, midbrain and hindbrain both will control involuntary action. So blood pressure in our body, 180 to 80 mm of Hg it should be. Sometimes it becomes high, sometimes it becomes low. Who is controlling that blood pressure? Medulla. Is it clear? Sorry, this part, medulla oblongata. Are you getting, students? Blood pressure, salivation, continuously in our mouth releases watery like substance, fluid like substance, saliva. Salivary gland has three parts: parotid glands, submaxillary glands and sublingual glands. Below our tongue, sublingual, bottom of our cheek, inside submaxillary, and in our inside our cheeks parotid glands. So these all comes under salivary glands. So salivary glands release saliva. Why that salivation takes place? Because of medulla oblongata. First one is blood pressure, controls blood pressure, salivation, vomiting. Sometimes we feel vomiting sensation, we vomit. So there is who will do that one? Medulla oblongata. Next one is pons. Pons viruli. Regulation of respiration, which is not under our control at all. We sleep, we awake, we are bathing, we are running, jumping, sports, whatever we are doing, unknowingly, without any our consciousness, we are inhaling and exhaling the gases because of pons viruli. Regulation of respiration. Regulation means what? Controls. Fan button is that round color structure is there. Regulator. Regulate means control. We can control high speed, low speed. Control. Regulator means what? Control. Regulation of respiration. Who will control our respiration, students? Pons viruli. Is it clear? So this is about hindbrain. Forebrain, midbrain, hindbrain. Forebrain controls voluntary actions. Midbrain, hindbrain controls involuntary actions which are not under our control. Is it clear? Now, protection of brain and spinal cord. So, who is protecting our brain? So, I have written already here cranium or skull, a very hard bony structure which is outside the brain, that is controlling, that is protecting our brain from outside any damage or anything. Protection of brain and spinal cord. Brain is protected by a skull, and in between the skull and brain there is a fluid, students. One fluid is there. That fluid filled balloon which acts as a shock absorber, and it is enclosed inside the cranium. That is cranium and brain, in between there is a fluid that is known as CSF. You have to remember CSF. That fluid which acts as a shock absorber. It will protect from damage, students. How? Some vehicles have airbags. Suddenly they will what? Like balloons, they will what? They will increase their size in our brain. Whenever we can throw anything, or if we throw, some part will be bulged. So who will protecting that one? CSF. Cerebrospinal fluid it is. What it is? Cerebrospinal fluid. Is it clear? Brain is protected by cranium, and in between cranium and brain there is a one fluid, that is CSF, which acts as a shock absorber. And spinal cord is enclosed in vertebral column. We have backbone. That spinal cord. See, students. Okay. Why I am rubbing you? Because for your understanding I want to show you. So from this part, one long thread like structure will come, students, up to our backbone. So this is known as spinal cord. This spinal cord is protected by what? Backbone. 33 what something bones are which are present in our backside. For bending purpose it is helpful. That backbone is responsible for protection of spinal cord. Is it clear, students? Brain is protected by cranium and CSF, and that spinal cord is protected by vertebral column. So yesterday I have given you some homework. So today I am also giving homework. Before this, just I want to give you a quick recap or revise, students. Today we have studied about human brain. Human brain have three parts: forebrain, midbrain, hindbrain. In forebrain, cerebrum is there. In midbrain, a very small portion, and hindbrain has three parts: cerebellum, medulla, pons, viruli. Okay. So forebrain, that is a cerebrum, function is thinking, controlling voluntary actions, memory, receives of sensory impulses from various parts of the body, okay, information, and it gives what result, and it also controls. So midbrain and hindbrain are these will control involuntary actions which are not under our control. Pupils, changing in pupil size, reflex movement of head, neck and trunk. So this is done by midbrain and hindbrain. Three parts: cerebellum, medulla, pons. Cerebellum controls posture and balance. So you do not have to confuse between cerebellum and cerebrum. Cerebrum is forebrain. Cerebellum comes under hindbrain. Cerebellum control posture and balance of our body. Okay, so we will not fall when we are walking, running, cycling, bicycle, motor riding. Why we are not going to fall? Who is controlling balancing posture? Cerebellum. Medulla controls blood pressure, BP. We normally call it as a BP. BP means what? Blood pressure, salivation, vomiting. So these all are controlled by medulla oblongata. Pons, respiration. Okay, protection of brain and spinal cord. Brain is protected by cranium and spinal cord is protected by vertebral column. So homework for you people, students. What is the number of cranial nerves and spinal nerves in the human beings? As already I have told you. So from brain, the nerves which are coming out, those are called as cranial nerves. The nerves which are coming outside from the spinal cord, okay, these are called as spinal nerves. So what is the number? In the last class we have studied this one. Next one, name the largest cell in the human body. Which is the largest cell, students? And the third question is, name the parts of neuron. What are the parts? As we have seen in the last class. So students, so this is about what today's live session, students. Thanks for watching. So please be with me. In the next class, we are going to continue this chapter, control and coordination, daily 7:30 p.m. except Sunday. Please watch it. Do some homework, whatever I am giving, and definitely will score more in biology, 100%, biology and chemistry. Both the parts I am taking in the live session, daily 7:30 p.m. Shri Gopal Kulkarni YouTube channel. Share with your friends and relations. Okay, students. Thank you so much. All the best. Keep working, keep watching. Bye bye, students.